Live from the CSI Outdoor Track and Field Complex on the campus of the College of Staten Island, CSI Sportsnet welcomes you into NCAA Division II women's soccer coverage. In today's East Coast Conference matchup, the College of Staten Island Dolphins take on the Wildcats of Daemen University. Good morning, everybody. My name is Joe Foreman. I will be on the call solo today as the Dolphins take on the Wildcats here at home. The Dolphins hosting their conference opener this morning at 11 a.m. start from the CSI Outdoor Track and Field Complex. And very quickly, we will get the starting lineups for both teams on your screen. Thank you to Daemen for sending over their full production truck roster, allowing us to do this ahead of today's game. There you see the starting lineup for the Dolphins. Though there is an error in there, I'm going to have to make that change very quickly. I am on triple duty today. I'm spotting for public address, doing public address, spotting for our statistician, and calling the game. So we'll pull this down for just a moment and get you the starting lineups for both teams once we have a break in the action. But it was quite the scramble to get started here this morning, but we are underway. From the CSI Outdoor Track and Field Complex, Dolphins and Wildcats in CSI's conference opener. Men's soccer has already played their conference opener, the women playing their conference opener here today, as the Wildcats and Dolphins battle for possession in the midfield, and Emily Albano takes it for Staten Island. Albano moving into the attacking third up the near side. She slows things down just a bit and sends a cross in toward the box. It's headed away and out of danger by Daemen. And we have a whistle and a foul call against the Dolphins. Free kick taken very quickly. Making a run up the pitch is Kylie Moranto. Moranto is moving in toward goal, makes a move inside, and her shot finds the back of the net. It is an early goal for Daemen. Kylie Moranto on the board, and the Wildcats take an early 1-0 lead.
A goal scored here by the Daemen Wildcats. And that was Kylie Moranto with the goal. First goal of the game.
So the announcement officially comes over public address as Kylie Moranto has put Daemen in front off the free kick. The Wildcats wasted absolutely no time, immediately sending that free kick up the pitch and getting a shot on goal. We'll get a look at that in just a moment on replay. And as the ball travels into the midfield, perhaps we get a chance to take one more look at that goal, and we will do so right here. There you see the free kick taken quickly, finds its way through some traffic. Moranto makes a nice move to the inside and beats Oksana Zahirna just inside the post. Zahirna making her home debut for the Dolphins. She made her season debut in CSI's last game. That came earlier in the week as the Dolphins visited Goldie Beacom College. The Lightning took the win 3-0 in that matchup. So I'm taking a look at the starters that I selected. And I actually did select the correct starters for our graphic, as that is headed out of danger by the Dolphins following the corner kick. So it looks like a glitch in the system. That one's not on me. As Kuisha has the takeaway, cross in front, sent toward goal, deflected by a pair of Dolphins. And they are unable to clear it out of danger. The Wildcats continuing to work right around the penalty area as that attempt was blocked. And the ball will travel right toward us along the sideline. It will be a throw-in for the Wildcats here. So what I'll do, I will try and apply those changes I made again. That may have been the reason for the incorrect starters, and that was indeed the reason. So we'll flash the starters on your screen once we have a break in the action. Ball with the Wildcats. They've controlled possession early. The Dolphins, with the first trip down the pitch earlier, now have it, looking to move into the attacking third. And Caitlin Thompson sends a shot on goal, but a bit wide. And officially that will go down as a shot off target. Wildcats have it in the midfield. Now they work it across their back line, taking their time. Wildcats are unbeaten against CSI. The Dolphins and Wildcats have met 3 times. Daemen with a commanding advantage in goals for and against as that's crossed toward goal. And that one just missed, connecting with that far post. Corner kick coming up once again for the Wildcats, and with that, we will get a very quick look at the Dolphins' starting lineup. Here you see it for the Dolphins: Thompson, Albano, Evola, Radavini, Castro, Uwe, Buckley, Marr, Ludwig, Nagel, and Zahirna. Those are the starters for CSI in this one as the corner kick travels into the penalty area. The Dolphins clear it away. Daemen keeps it, and that shot was not deflected as it is sent wide of goal. In just a moment, we'll get you the starting lineup for Daemen on the screen as well. We'll wait for another stoppage. Goal kick from Staten Island sent into the midfield, headed skyward by Evola. This is Albano. Albano to Radavini in the midfield, and she was dispossessed on the challenge by O'Donnell. Wildcats now play it toward the near side. For our first-time viewers, every once in a while, I'll mix up the near and far side. I am opposite our camera operator as the Wildcats come storming into the box. Evola could not play it back to Uwe, and Zahirna got a piece. Uwe is able to keep it out as that is sent high. We will get a second look at that sequence as the Dolphins faced a scare right there. Here's another look at it. Very quickly, Daemen got moving into the penalty area, and that shot got by Zahirna. Ariel Uwe with a goal-saving clearance keeps this a 1-0 game. Throw in Staten Island coming up here. Once again, the Wildcats move into the attacking third, but that's an easy save for Zahirna. And as promised, here are your Daemen University starters. Schultz, O'Donnell. Believe, once again, that the lineup did not apply, so let me make sure I apply that. I should have set him on quadruple duty today. Public address, assisting with the spotting on stats, play-by-play commentary, and broadcast engineer. We're doing it all today. Very short-staffed here this morning, as this will roll into the arms of Zahirna, who gets taken out. Or perhaps more appropriately, I should say, she took out one of her teammates. So the lineup does not save properly until you apply it, which is odd because I've never imported the Wildcats roster ahead of this morning. Either way, that is the correct lineup. Schultz, O'Donnell, Teig, Moranto, Hahn, Kuisha, Carpenter, Trenton, Zeitz, Crelly, and Kaiser. That lineup has propelled Daemen to a 1-0 lead in this game. This, of course, the first of 2 from the CSI Outdoor Track and Field Complex today. I almost said Dolphin Soccer Park once again. And those who could not hear me on public address during the pregame in the venue probably missed Dolphin Soccer Park. The speaker system there, top-notch. We're making it work here, but there is a plan in place to potentially station a public address announcer over in the baseball press box utilizing those speakers, which overlook the outdoor track and field complex, perhaps offering some better sound.
Emily, on the next one, just find Ari. It'll help us relieve pressure a little bit.
Throw in from Ariel Uwe was redirected up the pitch. That was Radavini working in the corner. She moves along the touchline, sends one onto the foot of Evela, who redirected with the heel looking for Nagel. Nagel could not corral it and get a shot off as the Wildcats look to counter. Here comes Kuisha through the midfield. She plays Moranto through down toward the corner. Moranto looked to center that one toward the middle of the pitch. Albano intercepted, but she was met by Kuisha. And Kuisha goes down, resulting in a foul call.
Step in front. Good. Step in front. Caitlin, drop in as well a little bit. Drop in a little as well.
It is a free kick once again for the Wildcats. Zeitz will take it. And waiting was Kelly Buckley. Buckley clears into the midfield as Zeitz tracks it down again.
Caitlin, right shoulder. Caitlin, right shoulder.
Ball worked up the near side by Daemen as that's crossed toward the top of the box, headed away by the Dolphins.
Off your foot now. Get there.
Nagel giving chase along the near side. Closest Wildcat is Tig. This is Castro for Evela. Evela looks to turn. Evela fires a shot that was blocked. And Evela went down hard. Daemen does have it. The ball's still live. And we have a whistle for a Dolphins throw. I think that ball was dribbled over the touchline.
Meg, know you're going. Meg, see? You're both going. Can you get there, Ari? Stretch wide, okay.
Daemen sends it into the midfield. The Dolphins there waiting. That's Buckley.
Well done, Kelly.
Albano sends one a long way toward the corner. And nobody home there. Goal kick played short. And once again, Daemen will look to get this attack started from the back. Ball up ahead for Kuisha. Kuisha into the box. It's a foot race. And Zahirna got a piece. It's still loose. The net is empty. And the Wildcats have scored.
That's another goal for the Wildcats. This one scored by number 8, Magda Carpenter.
So Magda Carpenter scores the Daemen goal as the Wildcats go in front 2-0. We'll get a look at it in just a moment. As I'm operating the clock, wanted to make sure we got that started on time. Once again, it developed quickly. As I mentioned, the Wildcats getting that attack started in the back. And it was a long ball sent from one of their center backs. That was Natalie Crelly, who sent it up the pitch. And a pass later, or perhaps I should say, a shot and rebound later, Daemen able to score once again. Here's another look at that last goal. There you see the long ball up the pitch, then sent into the box. I'm actually not sure that they got a shot off in front of Zahirna as we have to cut away for another Wildcats attacking play. Here comes Moranto working against Uwe. She plays a teammate through once again. That was Carpenter closing in on goal. But she was shut down in front. Good defensive play there by the Dolphins in a dangerous spot. Radavini dispossessed, now Moranto. And she's challenged hard. Ruled a clean challenge. Radavini with a strong tackle there. Nearly got dispossessed again, but she's still moving ahead. That pass intercepted easily by Zeitz. And just like that, Daemen on the counter, but nothing will come of it. As that pass was too strong, the Dolphins will throw in. Long throw, Uwe. Headed toward the center of the pitch by Daemen. Evola tracks it down. Evola for Castro. And now Albano right back to Castro. The Dolphins moving forward into the midfield. Marr back to Albano. And Albano finds Uwe. Uwe works toward the midfield stripe, nearly gave it away. And possession will go to Daemen here. A tangle up in the midfield circle, and Ludwig comes over to help. Ludwig wanted Radovini. That pass is taken by Radovini. Good footwork there to get around her marker. Radovini toward goal, and the shot is saved. Had to provide some production instructions for our second camera as that pass was intercepted in the box by the Dolphins. That ball travels over the touchline. And Daemen will make a substitution here. Caitlin Wright checks in. She replaces Lauren Kuisha. It's going to be another throw here. And Daemen will throw. Another throw coming up. As that ball pinballed in the area close to the far sideline. Once again a throw. Wildcats moving it ahead via the throw in here. And we might have another. And we do. Taken quickly. Moranto got behind the Dolphins defense. She looks to cross. That ball just a bit too far ahead of Wright, who just checked in. As that will travel wide on a weak attempt in front. Ball may have been deflected. I don't think that will officially go down as a shot credited. Off the free kick, the Wildcats have it right back, or I should say a goal kick. I'm a stickler for that mistake as Buckley blocks the shot in front. Buckley took that from close range as Carpenter was making a bid for goal number 2. This is Moranto with space along the touchline. And her cross is cleared away by the Dolphins. Or perhaps not, as it appears Daemen got a piece of that one last. And it will be a Dolphins goal kick. Dolphins take this goal kick short after the last one resulted in a Wildcats attacking play. This is Albano being forced to retreat a bit. Zahirna toward the near side. Castro right back to her goalkeeper. This is Buckley. Buckley toward the far side where Uwe has some room. Right closing in now. And again, the Dolphins are forced to play it back to their goalkeeper. Will Zahirna give in and send it up the pitch? She's unsure of where to go with it. And Daemen closing in forces the giveaway. Wright is fouled, and that will probably be a yellow card. Maybe not. I thought There was a chance there for sure. Uwe with a very strong challenge commits the foul. And it's going to be a free kick from a very dangerous spot here. Zeitz will take it. Dolphins with a wall set up of 3. Free kick on its way, and that is taken well high over the crossbar. So a shot attempt travels well above the bar on the free kick, and the Dolphins do not immediately pay for that giveaway in front of their own net, and they nearly commit another. The press from Daemen in this game has given the Dolphins some problems around their own goal. We've seen on the last couple of goal kicks, Zahirna sending it long into the midfield. That resulted in an immediate Wildcats attack. She then elected not to do so on the following goal kick. And with that, the Dolphins ended up giving it away down around the penalty area. CSI will throw in here. We have about 25 and a half minutes to go in this first half. As of now, our broadcast clock is perfectly synced with the clock here in the venue. Albano throws quickly. Thompson got a piece of it with the toe as it rolls up the pitch. Daemen will track it down. Crowley up ahead, nearly intercepted by Radavini. She may have gotten a piece. There's a good touch by O'Donnell to avoid her marker as a handball was called against Daemen.
Get us up, Oksana. They should have a winning first and second ball here, ladies. Okay? But hey, well, just see this player. We don't win it.
Zahirna will take the free kick following the handball as she directs her teammates, waving them toward the far side. That's a long free kick, a good one, into the attacking third. The Dolphins do have some space here. Thompson, quickly dispossessed, tries to get it back, could not. And Wright was able to find Trenton. Now Carpenter across the midfield stripe. She plays Kaiser ahead as it's redirected toward the corner. And we'll see what comes of this. It's going to be a Wildcats corner kick. It looked like Albano tried to send it off the attacker. She could not. And now we are going to have another Daemen corner kick coming up here.
Find a player, close to. See top of box. Away.
Corner kick on its way.
Away.
It bounces around in traffic. And no shot comes immediately following the corner, though Wright got a step and bends one well above goal and out of play. Once again, a goal kick for Staten Island. Just over 23 minutes to go in the first half. Buckley for Marr. She's immediately pressured and was forced to give it up. Take a look. Plenty of Wildcats surrounding a lesser number of Dolphins here as CSI does work it into the midfield. They now have a bit of an advantage on the attack. Radavini making a run, beaten to the spot by Schultz, but Schultz cleared it straight up into the air. Evola, the lone Dolphin, battling here in the midfield for possession. In the midst of 3 Wildcats, she does win the ball. Evola has it back. Nearly gave it away. Dangerous pass there. But Uwe has it for CSI. Uwe dispossessed on a strong challenge by Wright, who cleanly took that ball away. This is Trenton, pressured. Got it away. Moranto for the near side. That one deflected onto the foot of Carpenter. Carpenter was met by Evola and dispossessed. But the Dolphins gave it away again. Trenton goes down. That may have been deflected by a Dolphin. Zahirna got to it, but not in time. It's going to be a corner. Taken quickly. Though Zahirna, I should say, was able to clear it over the sideline. It was a throw. I'm calling the game through quite a bit of traffic today. My seat a bit different as I have to engineer the game and assist on public address and stats. So I'm a bit further back, and sometimes bodies on the sideline can get in the way. I have to admit, I do like the outdoor setting quite a bit. It's much more comfortable outside than it is up in the press box. It gets awfully hot up there. That being said, I think that's the only positive. Calling the game outside. Our perspective far worse. As the Wildcats set up Moronto in front, but the flag is up for offsides. We'll get one more look at that last attacking play ahead of this goal kick and see just how close it was on the last attempt. Zahirna still waving teammates up the pitch, so here's a look. There you see the setup for Moronto and the flag up along the near side. Perhaps not equally visible in the frame. Just over 20 minutes to go in the first half. Our time on the scoreboard currently official. Without our Daktronics panel, we don't have the ability to sync via our scoreboard device. That one sent into the attacking third. The Dolphins wanted a handball. And they get it. The officials confirming with one another via eye contact. It's going to be a free kick for the Dolphins taken by Kelly Buckley. This is Uwe for Albano. Albano, cautious with it, finds Thompson in the midfield. Now Nagel across the midfield stripe, sends it up ahead toward Radavini. Evola sees it come to rest on her foot, and her shot is saved. Wildcats very quickly move up the near side. Carpenter wants Kaiser moving toward the touchline, and her shot is not close as it travels behind the frame. Wildcats substitution here. Number 18, Tori DiCarlo checks in. She replaces number 9, Ramon Trenton. Evola got a foot on it for Staten Island, but once again, Carpenter comes away with possession. She works through some traffic, pressured by Ludwig. And a tangle up results in a foul call that will go against Daemen. Albano looking for Nagel. That ball a bit too strong, and it's over the touchline.
Bella, you gotta drop, Bella, you gotta drop, Bella, you gotta drop. That's you, Bella.
Right, able to find Carpenter. That attempt into the box blocked, and the Dolphins hope to counter here. Nagel behind Ludwig and immediately taken by Daemen. Here comes Carpenter again. She wanted to play right through, but the Dolphins intercept. This is Ludwig looking for somewhere to go with it. And And she sends it ahead toward the corner. Nobody there for CSI. Ball played far side. There waiting is O'Donnell. Up ahead for Carpenter again. Carpenter working against Uwe. Finds Morato. Morato into the penalty area. Gets it back. And Marr clears as Morato looked to play it in front. Nobody home for Daemen. And CSI again will look to counter. Thompson pressured. And that ball ends up right in front of us, where the Wildcats will throw. Daemen with it, near side. Tig toward the midfield stripe, and it was sent back by Wright. This ball played ahead, Carpenter. Working through traffic once again, gets stifled and fouled. Dolphins bench didn't like the whistle, but it will result in a Daemen free kick, and they will move the Wildcats up ahead of this free kick as well. Wright sends it towards Zeitz, but the Dolphins are first to it. Nagel wanted Radavini. That ball nearly trickled through. And a handball was called against Radavini, who did have some space. And instead, it's a foul. So Radavini not upset about the call. Wanted the advantage played as that shot is just over the bar. A great attempt there by Caitlin Thompson. We'll get a second look at it. A quality attempt on that free kick. Here's a look. That didn't miss by much. We're now inside of 15 minutes to go in the first half. Eva Rodriguez and Riley Hammond check in for the Dolphins. This is Thompson for Rodriguez, and that pass was intercepted. Getting a foot on it was Zeitz, and redirected it to a teammate. Crelly, pressured by Radavini, gives it up on the near side. I should say the far side relative to our camera. That's the first time I've made that error today. Won't be the last. We have another game after this one as well with the men playing the Wildcats next. And a foul is called just outside the box. Though from here, it's not always clear just how far outside the penalty area those fouls occur. Once again, a free kick from a dangerous spot for Daemen.
Hey, Kelly, just cognizant of this player. It's okay. We can mark up in there, but
Zeitz will take it for the second time. Wildcats gathered around that back post. The ball travels front post and in. The question is whether or not it was deflected. We may have to get a look. But either way, Daemen goes in front 3-0.
That's another goal for the Wildcats, number 26, Caitlin Wright.
So officially the goal goes to Caitlin Wright. We'll check it out on replay and see what kind of look we got. But with that goal, Daemen goes ahead 3-0. Marr for Rodriguez, and with the next stoppage, we'll get a look at the replay of that goal. We're going to try the close angle first, but with the position of the side official, the lines judge, along the far sideline. I'm not sure how great of a look we got at it, but we'll try the closer shot first and then go to the wide shot for another view. As that ball is sent ahead of Uwe. And with that, we'll get a look. Perhaps a bit of a longer look than I intended, but it's coming. Now our viewers at home probably got a much better look at it than I did. Here comes Daemen once again. Carpenter moving in, and her shot is saved. So with that, here's a look at that last goal from the other sideline. Back it up and slow it down just a bit. After this shot, which is blocked, the Dolphins come away with it. Rodriguez moving into the midfield. She finds Thompson, and a nice sliding tackle by Zeitz. However, it ends up on the foot of Hammond. Rodriguez being given some room here, moving into the attacking third, still has space, and she is fouled. And before this CSI free kick, which is taken immediately and sent high, we'll get a look at the goal. Dolphins wasting no time. Thompson sprinted up the pitch. As you get a look there at that shot deflection, our statistician and spotter, Stephanie and Sam, all over it. Substitutions on for Daemen here. Had to assist with some spotting. My mic goes out. Don't check your stream. It just means I'm communicating with the stats desk or perhaps with the camera operator. A very crowded table today.
Yes, get there first.
It's a 3-0 Daemen lead over Staten Island.
Something out of it. Well
And
done.
Radavini hopes to contribute toward changing that. Radavini on goal and saved.
Well done.
And we'll get another look at that attempt by last year's leading goal scorer for the Dolphins. Here's the attempt by Radavini once again.
Simple.
Staten Island with it as we approach 9 minutes to go in the first half. Goes without saying that at this point the Dolphins must score the next goal. History certainly not in their favor in terms of goal scoring against Daemen. Dolphins all time against the Wildcats have scored just once, if I'm not mistaken. Double check those numbers. 13-2. They've scored twice. Most recently, they fell 6-1 last season when these two teams met in Amherst. Ball in the corner, bouncing around off of numerous bodies in that area of the pitch. Daemen hoping to send it in the box, could not. Had to do a double check on our live stats. Those, as of a couple of minutes ago, were not pushing. Our lead statistician, Louis Matrone, was scheduled to be here today, but had a personal commitment, couldn't make it. So we're a bit short-handed.
Off your foot.
There are the live stats.
Organize though, back in. Issa, come back.
I may have to step off headset for a moment. What we'll do if I have to step off, we will keep the audio here at the outdoor track and field complex. But I will not be speaking. So what we're going to do, I'm going to step off headset here. They need my assistance over at the stats desk. And when we come back, it may or may not be halftime yet. Daemen leading Staten Island 3-0.
Before her again. All right, hey. Hey, hey. See it now. Good. Don't turn. Well done.
Okay, so you're good.
Organize our shape though. Y'all just see her, just front her. As she receives, she doesn't turn. Good, Riley.
All right, thankfully a very quick absence for me on headset. And we're back.
Rachel, open up, Rachel. Help, Rachel. Help, Rachel. No, you need to move wider and go forward, Rachel. The space is in front.
That ball from Mar for Eva Rodriguez, a bit too strong. And it's over the touchline for Wildcats goal kick. Two more Wildcat substitutions will check in here. Maria Maya will check in along with Lily McFarland. A bit earlier, Alexa Lalas checked in, among other substitutions. Chloe Cardone in the game as well for Daemen. So a lot of changes throughout this first half. Brianne Rapolio in for the Wildcats as well. Amanda Nilsson in the game for Daemen. Many of their starters getting a breather late in this first half with a 3-goal advantage. I mentioned it very briefly before we got started here today. But the all-time series does favor Daemen 3-0 in terms of games won against games lost. Dolphins have been outscored 13-2. Most recently, Daemen defeated Staten Island 6-1 last season. Here comes Radavini, and she has it knocked away.
Riley, drop and hold the middle. Yeah, just hold here. Yep, make that a 4v2. See it, Eva, keep going.
Here come the Wildcats back the other way. Chance here for Daemen is cut down on the flag for offsides.
Stay with that central player. All right, don't go for the ball there.
It's going to be a free kick taken by Zahirna, the Dolphins goalkeeper.
Inside Rachel, inside Rachel, inside Rachel. Go, Rachel.
Thompson was dispossessed there in the midfield. She attempts a sliding tackle. Albano came over, got a foot on it. Now Castro finds Buckley, and Buckley sends it up in the air. It's volleyed around a bit between the two teams, and with it was Alexis Nguyen. Foul is called against Nguyen. It'll be a free kick for the Dolphins here. And they are looking for a late strike to close out this first half. Free kick toward goal, but a bit wide. And Uwe could not track it down. Wildcats with it, as we are now inside of 2 minutes to play in this first half. Our time probably about 5 seconds off of the official clock right now. Dolphins had it for a moment, but Daemen once again regains possession. CSI looking to apply some pressure here. Really not much to lose in the closing seconds of this first half. A lot of contact between Rodriguez and McFarland, but the officials let them play, and you can always appreciate that. Daemen works it up the near side, and they send it over the touchline.
One minute remaining in the first half.
Albano back to Zahirna. We are under 1 minute to play in the first half. Dolphins hoping for one final opportunity, and they might have one. Rodriguez working against McFarland again, was pressured from behind, lost it, but Hammond is there. She sends one toward Uwe. It's chipped in the air. And that ball rolls over the touchline. The Dolphins will throw in. 20 seconds to go, first half. Ball bounces around and rolls into the midfield.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that will do it for the first half. We had the countdown right over my right shoulder. Thankfully, I did not have to come off headset to get it done, but we reach halftime with the Dolphins trailing 3-0 in their conference opener. Once again, Daemen off to a strong start in this game with 2 goals. They added one more a bit later in the half. And CSI will play from behind when we begin half number 2. Once again, our score, Daemen 3 and Staten Island nothing. More in this NCAA Division II East Coast Conference doubleheader when we come back from our halftime break. And we are back from the CSI Outdoor Track and Field Complex at the start of the second half between the College of Staten Island and Daemen University. The Wildcats lead 3-0. And it's an early touch for the Dolphins goalkeeper, Oksana Zahirna. 3 goals allowed in the first half, but a couple of those were from very close range. One came on a rebound. Unclear if it was a rebound on an attempted shot or perhaps a ball played into the box.
Drive. Get something out of it. That's all right. Studies. You see.
Radavini had it on her foot for a moment there, but ended up losing it. And now possession is back with Daemen. Nagel for Evola. Evola toward the corner. Plays it to Radavini. Radavini shielding her marker off the ball. Gives it up toward Charsky, and it rolls past her, forcing her to retreat into the midfield. Albano. Pressured by Moranto. Sends it back to her goalkeeper once again.
Think about your movement in the midfield. Yep. Okay, secondary movement.
Evola redirects for Charsky. Near side. Charsky for Radavini. A good ball right on target. Radavini sends one toward goal. Nagel, the nearest attacker. And that's snagged out of the air by Becca Schultz. Carpenter off the foot of Moranto, making a run toward it was Kaiser, but Zahirna got there first. That's Buckley for Charsky. Evola right back onto the foot of Charsky, who is dispossessed. Hahn for Teig. Teig into the midfield. Heavy traffic where Ludwig was waiting. Here comes Ludwig into the attacking third. Had to play it back toward the center of the pitch. Easily intercepted. It was Trenton who took it away. Near side, giving chase O'Donnell, and she runs out of room. Here come the Wildcats once again into the attacking third. That's sent on goal and saved easily. On the attempt, that was Kaiser. Zahirna punts it just shy of the midfield stripe. Evola was the first to it for the Dolphins. The ball rolls along the near side and is sent back to Nevada Hahn. Hahn sends it far side. Guisha runs it down, working against Uwe. Forced to give it up, back to Hahn. Hahn surveys ahead. Teig. Looking. Had her pass intercepted. This is Ludwig along the far side, right in front of us. Now Uwe had her pass stifled. Good defense there by Trenton. Now Marr has it. She passes it softly to Albano. Albano for Charsky. Charsky being chased from behind by Carpenter, got rid of it, but sends it over the touchline. Radavini for Castro. Castro toward Nagel and Radavini. Coming away with it was Crelly in heavy traffic. 2 Dolphins right there in Nagel and Radavini. And now Daemen looked to move into the attacking third. A pair of Dolphins challenge, and a foul is whistled against Staten Island. Free kick here for Daemen. that is sent toward goal, and that nearly found the back of the net, just over the bar. Great attempt on the free kick. I believe that was Carpenter who took it. We'll see how good of a look we had on that one from field level. And it was a pretty good look. Here it is. May have been a bit late on the camera pan. Just a bit. This is Castro for Ludwig. Ludwig racing ahead, gets pushed from behind. And a yellow card is shown as the clock is stopped. 39:09 on the clock as the yellow card was issued. Ramon Trenton picks up the yellow. Dolphins gathered over the ball here ahead of this free kick. Evela, Radavini, and Albano were in on the discussion. It looks like Evela is going to take it. And Evela sends it just high. Not a bad attempt on that free kick, but as we saw on the Daemen free kick, Evela sent it just a bit high. Here's another look. Evela with a quality bid to get CSI on the board. Just a bit above the bar, and now Daemen moving forward into the attacking third. May have an opportunity come. Thought about it, and instead goes the short way to Albano. Ludwig got the body on it, in trouble. Escapes from 3 Wildcats. Now Castro has some room. She gives it up to Marr. Marr back to Buckley. Buckley for Zahirna. Zahirna with the near sideline now. Charsky there. Charsky right away wanted Nagel. And Nagel comes back to get it. Castro given plenty of room. Works it toward the center of the pitch. Now Ludwig didn't get to it first. Beating her to the spot was Trenton. Here come the Wildcats. Kuisha ahead for Carpenter. Carpenter spins. Albano right with her. She gets away. Carpenter with a nice touch. Works into the box, and her shot is high. A good effort there from Carpenter. Some nice dribbling. But once again, the shot just not on target. As we will get a second look. Here too, you'll see the move that freed her up. That's a clear look at goal. A bit of a sharp angle, but not the toughest. A bit too much power on that shot. Keeps this a 3-0 game. It's a throw-in in the corner for Daemen. That's the one area of the pitch I cannot see clearly from our spot here at the commentary desk. Hahn tripped up Ludwig there, but Evela intercepts. Radavini looks to play Evela through. Evela fighting her marker off the ball, could not get it to Nagel. Not a bad effort there on the through ball. Dolphins struggling for space as that through ball finds the arms of Zahirna. Long punt across midfield. Radavini trying to corral it. Strong touch along the sideline, racing for the corner now. She plays one toward the box. Uwe got a body on it. Uwe looked to shoot it, did not get a shot off. Nagel's follow, no. But Uwe tracks it down and scores. Ariel Uwe has put the Dolphins on the board with her first goal of the 2024 season. It's now 3-1.
Number 20, Uwe of the Dolphins scores the first goal for the Dolphins of this game.
Ariel Uwe has made this a 2-goal game. We will get a second look at it in just a moment. A lot of traffic in front. All started by Radavini getting the ball up the pitch into the corner. She sent it in front, and once it was there, Uwe had some help along with Nagel, but Uwe finishes off the play. There you see that ball bouncing around in traffic, and finally Uwe is able to track it down. Daemen 3, Staten Island 1. Dolphins back in this game, still just shy of 35 minutes to play. And CSI has plenty of time, now trailing by just 2. Ball in the midfield, Radavini plays it with the body, finds Evela. Taken away by Daemen. And they move ahead. That pass not strong enough. Evela. That headed away. Now Uwe. Wanted Nagel, and Nagel is whistled for the foul. Dolphins bench did not like the whistle once again. Some of that does come over the headset. We are pretty close to the Dolphins bench area. Following the goal announcement, I was coming over public address. The microphone was still on. We had to make the goal announcement following Ariel Uwe's first of the season. Uwe now applying pressure defensively, has the takeaway. Ludwig avoids a challenge, and here come the Dolphins. Evela back to Buckley. Now Charsky. This attack beginning to develop nicely as that ball is sent toward Nagel. It's chipped in the air, anybody's ball. Nagel got a foot on it. Radavini closing in. Uwe also in the area. But taking her time with it is Hahn. And Hahn escapes danger for now. Carpenter with Uwe shadowing her. Teig back to her goalkeeper, Schultz. Schultz plays it short. Dolphins get back into position defensively. Punted toward midfield. Headed by Evela. And the Wildcats do take it. Hahn. Far side for Teig. Carpenter. May have misplayed it just a bit, but tracks it back down. And Nagel ran over Kuisha there. I think there may have been an advantage played there. But instead, the play ends with a Dolphins goal kick. An interesting note as I glance over toward the baseball complex, there is a fall ball scrimmage going on today. The Dolphins are in action over at the baseball diamond. I had no idea that scrimmage was being played today. Traffic. Charsky had her pass intercepted. Trenton works ahead through the midfield into the attacking third. And Albano cuts off that ball intended for Moranto. Cross by Kaiser was blocked. And it will be a Wildcats throw-in. least I thought so. It is a corner kick instead, as the wind picks up here at the outdoor track and field complex. That corner kick sent toward the back post and headed in. Kylie Moranto got ahead on it, and Daemen regains their 3-goal advantage.
There's another goal for the Wildcats, number 5, Kylie Moranto.
And just as quickly as the Dolphins pulled to within 2 on the corner kick, Daemen goes back in front by 3.
Keep going, CSI, keep going, CSI, keep going, come on!
Here's a look. A lot of traffic on that back post. And Moranto somehow found her way through it and put the header on target. A lot of jerseys on both sides in that area. So we're going to stop our broadcast clock for just a moment. We're a bit ahead of the venue clock. Wildcats with it in the midfield. Here comes Daemen through the midfield. Trenton's ball knocked into the air. Uwe thinking about where to go with it and gives it right back to the Wildcats. Moranto now moving forward with some room. She runs over Albano and is tackled to the turf by Hammond. The foul goes against Moranto, likely for the contact on Albano. Charsky for Evela.
Inside runs Ari, inside runs Ari.
Evela
Well done, Nadia.
finds Castro.
Fine feet. Come on.
Castro toward at down with what appears to be an equipment malfunction, so I'll get the clock stopped on our stream as well. Clock officially stopped at 23:10. Once the cleat issue is dealt with, play resumes with 23:10 remaining in this match. Dolphins trail by 3 once again. Daemen struck for a pair early, scored one more later in the half. The Dolphins opened the scoring here in the second half. Wildcats wanted to make some substitutions, but with the stoppage for the loss of a cleat, those substitutions were not immediately allowed. Now they will come on. Daemen makes some changes here. We await a throw in for Daemen here. A lot of standing as play resumes. We're quickly approaching the midway point in the second half. Both of these teams entered this match in search of their first win. Daemen opened with 4 out-of-conference games. Tough opponents, did not pick up a win in those games, but they've had some past success against CSI, and thus far, that success has continued. Looking back, I believe it was 2 years ago, the Dolphins hosted the Wildcats during their final regular season home game, still alive in the conference playoff picture. Daemen that season ended CSI's bid for a playoff spot as Zahirna makes another save. That game was close until the closing minutes. If I recall, the final in that game was 2-1, but I'm operating based almost solely off of memory. Good news is our internet is strong enough for me to get to our history page, and looking back, memory not even close to serving me correctly. Final in that game a couple of years ago was 4-1, though it was 2-1 in the 71st minute. So late in that game, it was close. It was 2-1, but 2 Wildcat goals in the final 19 minutes put that game out of reach. And the flag goes up for offsides here. And it appears we have lost our internet feed for the moment. So we may very well be offline right now. Hopefully not. More substitutions coming on here. On the side of Daemen, Brianne Rapolio checks in. Hopefully we're back. There is a good chance we lost our live stream. But for those who stuck with us, hopefully our internet issues have subsided for now. Dolphins with a chance brewing here. That's sent on goal and off the fingertips of Schultz. That one skipped off of her fingers as the Dolphins nearly made it a 2-goal game again. Ahead of the corner, here's a very quick look at that last. This is Albano. Over the far sideline, out of play for a throw. Quick throw taken by Daemen. Possession stays with the Wildcats here. Our Wi-Fi not cooperating right now. We are struggling to stay online at the moment, but hopefully our viewers are still with us. We're working on it, but unfortunately, not much we can do outdoors. We do potentially have a wired option with a long enough Ethernet cord, and I'm thinking ahead of our next broadcast, that will likely be necessary. Wildcats possess it just outside of their own penalty area here. Daemen taking their time, working out of their own end, nearly turned it over.
Yeah, Nagel, yes, Nagel, yes, Nagel, yes, Nagel. Rotate down, Nagel, keep going. Tight, see your line.
Checking in right now with our live feed via the ECC network and our CSI Sportsnet landing page.
That's good work,
the stream is laggy, but it does say we are still live, so hopefully that is the case for everyone watching at home. It appears the live feed runs about a minute or two behind the feed coming from our system, but it looks like everything's there, so that's good news. I will do my best to continue monitoring that situation. Unfortunately, as a one-man crew, it can get tough sometimes. Zahirna waving her teammates up the pitch. Bodied by Hammond inside the midfield circle. Ludwig got a foot in there to disrupt that pass, and now Nagel looks to turn. Nagel is dispossessed. Battle for possession continues. Nagel tried to take down Carpenter, and with the advantage on the side of Daemen, Carpenter earns a free kick. Our clock matched perfectly with the venue. Inside of 15 minutes to go. Following our women's game, we go off the air for probably about an hour as that ball is punched away by Zahirna. I'd say an hour, give or take a few minutes, depending on how quickly they get started for the men's game. Kickoff for that one scheduled for 2 p.m. Ball passed through the midfield. Carpenter has it. Castro tried to clear it away, and it ends up with Hammond. Hammond has it again. Was able to get it onto the foot of Castro, but Castro couldn't clear. Albano makes no mistake and launches one through the midfield. And Daemen will get started yet again. That one sent toward goal, on target, and saved easily. Brianne Rapolio with that last shot attempt. Massey now, working toward the near side. Finds Radavini. Radavini met with a double, lost it, and Daemen will send it into the midfield. It looks like men's soccer is making their way down to the pitch. They'll have to wait about another 15 minutes or so to get on. We have 12 minutes left in this game. This will be the last time that we see women's soccer here at home in the month of September. Dolphins don't have many more home games between now and the final week of the regular season. Perhaps more accurately, the final 8 or 9 days of the regular season anyway. A busy final week begins with Senior Day on October 19th. Between now and then, I think we only have each team twice. I'll have to double check our schedule, but I know with certainty that our next game here at the outdoor track and field complex will against Daemen here. Dolphin substitutions, Nadia Evola in for Emily Nagel. And Taryn Hilke will check in as well, replacing Ariel Uwe. Ball rolling into a spot where the Dolphins may have thought about a shot. It was cleared, and a foul was called.
Get it quick.
Free kick Daemen here. Just over 8 minutes to play.
Taryn, stay inside, Taryn.
Wildcats up the near side. Moving forward was Nguyen.
Off your foot.
Just consulted the pronunciation guide again. I apologize. I was pronouncing that name wrong as Radavini scores! A quick counter by the Dolphins, and CSI is on the board with their second goal.
CSI's second goal is scored by Radavini, number 10.
Here's a second look at it. We have finally lost connection to our live stream. Hopefully for those who are tuning in on the ECC network, our absence was not a long one.
No foul!
1 minute remaining. 1 minute remaining.
Emily, hold your position, be disciplined. Up! Nadia, go!
We're under a minute remaining here in the second half.
Go, Megan!
Dolphins trail by a pair, and barring a late score, this is likely to be our final. Officially, we have about 20 seconds to go.
See across your line! Emily, Cal! See your line!
10, 9,
Defender!
8, 7, 6,
Late strike and a late goal.
3.
Daemen unrelenting in the closing seconds, adding one more.
Tally one more for Daemen. That was Kylie Moranto.
Moranto with 4 seconds remaining makes this a 3-goal game, and I have often been guilty of the commentator's jinx. I think I just struck yet again. Here's a look at it one more time.
Hey, Emma, go.
And there you see Moranto with the left foot. What a shot. Over Zahirna and off the back post. That's a near impossible save for the Dolphins goalkeeper. And a tremendous shot makes this one final, as Daemen takes the win over Staten Island by a score of 5-2. So CSI drops their conference opener at home. They fall to 0-5-1 on the season. The Wildcats improved to 1-4 with their first victory of the 2024 campaign. They are 1-0 against the ECC with the victory here today. All time, Daemen moves to 4-0 against Staten Island with our men's game on deck coming up next. So until the start of our men's game, this has been Joe Foreman on the call solo. Be sure to join me for Game 2 as the men host the Wildcats of Daemen University coming up next. We will continue to monitor our internet issues throughout the afternoon and hopefully can get that settled down before the start of our men's game. So tune in to the men's broadcast coming up in approximately 45 minutes. And for those just tuning in for the women's game, enjoy the rest of your weekend.